Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul for those of you who are new here. I hope you're having an amazing day or night whenever you're here for this reading. We are here to discuss the connection between you and your person. And today's reading is going to focus in on their perception of you and their deepest thoughts and feelings about you and the connection. So the first spread that I've pre-pulled for us is going to be basically their viewpoint of you. We may have some thoughts and feelings come through as well, but this is essentially their perception. When they look at you, when they think about you as a person, what do they see, what comes to mind, and what it's like to be in their shoes from their side of the story. When we're done with all of these oracle cards here in the first spread, that is when I'm going to dive a little deeper using the tarot. We'll talk about their overall thoughts and feelings, their deepest thoughts and feelings, whatever needs to come through for you at this time. And then after which, we will hop into the channeled messages to see what they would say to you if they felt like they could be completely open and honest without holding anything back, like giving them truth serum or something like that. So we'll hop into it. We're going to do a deep dive today. At the end of the reading, I'm going to seal it off with a message just for you to help you recenter your energy and focus, and remember to basically do a big reset, okay? Pull your energy back to you again and start fresh, clean the slate. So I highly encourage you to stick around till the end, or bare minimum to at least do your own reset. So we're going to get into it today, you guys. I feel like I'm super high energy right now, so I am excited to get going and do the reading. If you find yourself resonating with this reading here today, don't forget to smash the like button. It really helps me out and gives me valuable info. And subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like my style or styles. So let's get to it. Representing you from your person's perspective, we have the mother archetype, the monk/nun archetype. We also have the swan, the owl, the fox, and the hyena. I didn't originally intend on getting 4, but 4 wanted to come out, so you guys know the drill. I had to take it. It was for a reason. We also have the energy is gaining momentum with waxing moon. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn, as well as the box and Kairos archetypes. So there's a lot to unpack here. I am going to read deeper into the cards that I kind of just briefly introduced to you. But before doing that, I want to shout out any symbols, symbolism, or numbers for you for bonus confirmation. We do have the numbers 34, 10, 7, and 38. Possibly between March 4th and March 8th, that could be a significant timeline. Maybe that's when you met this person. Your birthday could fall in those dates somewhere. Those could also be ages, 34 or 38. We could have life path 1. We could have a life path 7. Actually, we have 2 notes of 7 coming through here, and also of 11, which would also reduce down to a 2. So any of those numbers could be significant in one way, shape, or form. Someone could have been born on the 7th of a month or the 10th of a month. You guys get the drill here. We also have Capricorn coming out, so you may have Capricorn placements. Or the time of the full moon in Capricorn could be significant to you. I don't know when the next one is or when the past one was, but it just doesn't fall in Capricorn season. So if anyone wants to look that up for the collective and comment below, I invite you to do that. That is always very helpful. Swans or owls or foxes could be important symbols. I suppose hyenas could be as well, but I don't see those as commonly as I do when it comes to other animal totems, so any of those could be important. And blue eyes, and I think that is the gist of it. So now let's get into the real meat and bulk of the reading here today. We have the mother archetype, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. We also have the monk/nun, selfless devotion and spirit-minded or single-minded dedication to spirit /God/source/ your spiritual or religious path. Okay, with the swan, find your inner beauty and express it. The fox, use cunning to overcome obstacles. Owl, listen to the silence, find your inner wisdom. and hyena. Be versatile and adaptable to circumstances. So first of all, I want to touch on one thing that will end up being pretty specific, and you'll know if this message is meant to resonate with you or not. Excuse Wally, by the way. He's being a little bit crazy with me right now, apparently. Hi, buddy. Maybe you've recently overcome a big challenge in your life. I don't know if this was with this person or if this was like external to the connection, but one thing that they're observing within you pretty strongly at this time is your resilience. So I feel like in one way or another, you've been through a really big challenge fairly recently, or they've at least gotten the chance to see you overcome something pretty major. You might have gone through a big loss of some kind, the loss of a loved one or a job or a home or, pretty much anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a loss. Maybe you were just a total champion and you had a really almost like outlandish goal or some sort of goal of yours that to other people seemed out of reach or almost impossible, but you never gave up on that goal. You achieved it, you worked hard for it and reached it. Your person has basically gotten the chance to watch you in your prime, like being super resilient, using your intelligence to overcome obstacles, being adaptable, really reaching goals, and they've been able to really watch your energy grow and expand, and they feel like you can really accomplish anything you set your mind to, and you're willing to adapt and, kind of make new maneuvers if that's what it takes to get to your goals. So I would say they really appreciate your tenacity, your ambitiousness, and your resiliency. They feel like you are a super, super resilient person. Like nothing gets you down for too long. You are always picking yourself back up again, getting back up on that horse and riding off into the sunset if that's what it takes. So they love that about you. They respect that about you because it's coming through strongly in a lot of these messages. Another thing about you is they feel like this almost like unspoken purity to your energy. Like they feel like not only are you really bold and powerful and strong, but you're also not afraid to be vulnerable and kind of like live on the softer side of life sometimes. They feel like there's this gentleness to you, this pure spirited energy from you. They feel like you really do have a pure heart and that you're devoted to those that you love. You're devoted to God, source, creator, or your own growth path, whatever you resonate with, whatever you believe in. They feel like you just have a lot of natural devotion to you. And that also extends to your personal goals as well. It's not just to, your spirituality or your loved ones. It's also towards your goals. Like basically this person sees you as the type where if you put your mind or your heart into something, you are like riding that course, you see it through to the end, and you do not give up on the people, places, or things that mean the most to you. So loyalty, devotion, resilience, purity, those are all traits that I think your person would use to describe you from their heart. They also just find you to be such a beautiful soul, inside and out. They're very attracted to you. They find you to be just this amazing person. You really are just shining to them. I also want to note here, I don't know if this was intentional or not. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But they keep drawing my eye here to what appears to be like a heart. Like if you look up close, it looks like the swan's neck and this sort of galaxy are almost making a heart shape there. So this could be a higher level soul connection. With swans, I typically take them as notes of like a soulmate connection, although, let it fly if that's not something you believe in or resonate with. But I am getting that note for some of you out there. This could be a soulmate of yours or a higher level soul connection of some kind. And if that's not the case, again, swans represent monogamy. They represent devotion, loyalty, pure love, true love, long-term commitment. And so I think this person really sees that with you. They see that as being a potential with you. Or if you're already with them, they're definitely feeling like you really are devoted to them. You're devoted to this path. And maybe this person really has earned your loyalty. I do think that they also look at you as somebody who is to be respected. So you're not going to just give your love and devotion to just about anyone. You're very picky and particular with who you devote your time and energy to. And so if you've done that towards this person, they've definitely taken note of that and they don't take it for granted. They also believe that the way you view things is a bit different than maybe other people. The box archetype basically is kind of self-explanatory. It brings up the metaphor of thinking outside of the box, and the box can be just about anything. It can be societal norms, it can be belief systems, it can be ways of viewing things where, you know, a certain collective has agreed upon like certain rules or structures or rigidity, and the box archetype is all about breaking through that and kind of forming your own opinions on things, your own beliefs on things. And so to me, what I'm getting from this spread is that, at least from your person's perspective, they view you as the type of person that doesn't want to be put inside any particular box. Like, you are willing to go off on your own path, do your own thing, have your own belief systems, even if it goes against what other people think is best for you or want you to fit in. Even if it means getting outside of that box that people try to put you in, you don't really care. You're willing to go your own course, even if it means going off alone or, not fitting into the box that people in your life want you to fit in, I suppose you could say. They find you to be very unique. And again, the word tenacity keeps coming through. Like, you are very bold, you're very confident in yourself, and you don't let anyone or anything stop you from doing what you believe you need to do. And I think they also think there's a moral backing behind that. So it's not just like a rebellious spirit they're picking up from you. It's like, there's like a purity to it. It's not that they feel like you just rebel for the sake of rebelling. They feel like if you do rebel against something, it's because it goes with your moral code, basically. So there's a purity behind that rebellion. And then with Kairos, we have the energy of divine time, divine timing. And so that's pulling me right back into the fate of this. This person feels like you were brought into their life at exactly the right time, the right place, exactly when it was meant to. Maybe your person never believed in fate before they met you, but now they do. And they are kind of in awe of that. Or maybe you like to talk about the concepts of divine timing or fate or destiny, and they're starting to believe that maybe that's possible. So I'm excited. I want to get into the tarot now and dive a little bit deeper. We've already talked quite a bit, but there's always more to unpack. So I'm here for it. I hope you're here for it too. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. For those of you who are with us for the live stream, share your favorite animal with the collective. Everybody would love to hear it. You guys are always the best to each other. Spread some love, spread some joy, spread some fun with everyone here today as I shuffle. So, all right, let's talk about their innermost thoughts and feelings about you. Their deepest thoughts and feelings about you. Okay, so that was the Death card. I'll pick it up momentarily. Okay. I hate having to bend over to grab the cards. It's just like, it irks me. But here we are. I don't know why. It's not even a big deal. Whew. Side note, I don't know if your person is psychically gifted or if they're just like a daydreamy type of person, but I think before they met you, they had actually spent some time sort of calculating and envisioning what an ideal partner or person would be like to come into their life. And I'm not getting information about whether or not this was conscious or unconscious. For some of you, I do think it was through a vision, like maybe they had a dream about the person they would meet one day. For others of you, they may have just closed their eyes and tried to like picture it, wrote down a few characteristics or things they were looking for in a partner or a person, and you match that. So this is something they believe in and they think about that. that. With this card and with this card sandwiching in the Nine of Cups, I'm getting that message very strongly. Before this person met you, it's like they felt like they already knew you, or it's almost like they feel like they breathed you into life. Like the song, what's it called? It's by Savage Garden. I Knew I Loved You, I want to say. That song, clips of it are channeling through. It's like before they even met you, they knew you. It's like they envisioned you or someone just like you, and it's like you match everything they were looking for, almost like they feel like they breathed you into life or existence because of how perfect you feel to be in their life. Yeah, like we have the star. It's like they feel like they breathed you into life. It's like they sent a wish up into the sky and then you appeared. And I know that sounds very extreme and very kind of corny or cheesy or extra, but this is what the cards are telling me. This is what the message is. And I'm a very honest reader, you guys. If you've been here, you know I say that all the time for a reason. Not all of my readings are sunshine and rainbows and bliss and happiness. Many of them are not. But if this reading found you, I feel like you'll know at your core that this message is meant for you. Please listen to your intuition here, and, you know, always listen to your gut. Don't take messages if they don't resonate, you know. But anyway, like I'm saying, I'm not just trying to gas you up right now. This is quite literally what's coming out in the reading, just to reassure you. And, you know, even more confirmation as I set my deck down, we have the Magician. And I love this depiction of the Magician because it's almost like he's casting a spell or creating a potion, and there's something very magical happening in the water, almost like he is breathing something into life. He is creating something. And so again, that's further confirming the messages that I've been getting out to you here in this spread. This person feels like you really are who they've wished for. This person may have spent time before they met you praying for what they wanted their ideal person or partner to be like, or even friend, or for someone just like you to come into their life for whatever reason. And here you are, and you match everything that they were looking for. Now, the last three cards here, it's almost like these four cards carry that message. This is almost like a side message here. They do also think about the stability element of this connection and about you. So when they're thinking about you, there are elements of stability that come to mind. So that can come in the form of many different things. When we're talking about pentacles plus the energy of the Emperor, sometimes I do get notes of financial resources. So especially if you are like a business owner, an entrepreneur, or a leader, or if you do very well financially, you know, they may think about that. The Nine of Pentacles also does talk about kind of like living a life of luxury, living a luxurious lifestyle, not lacking anything financially. Everything in that department is doing very well. Home life is good. Savings are good. So if that resonates, you can take that message. That is something that they look towards. It can also just be like material plane responsibility. So even if you're not well off or a business owner or something like that, maybe they just feel like you are grounded. You know where your roots are. You plant them down firmly when you get there. You're responsible. You're not airy or, you know, how can I put it? It's you're not like impulsive to the point where you're like, hey, I'm going to get up and move across the country next week spontaneously. Like when you put your roots down somewhere, you stay planted. Again, remember, this person views you as the type that is very stable, you're grounded, and when you commit to something, you commit to it wholeheartedly. So, you know, if you're in this forever with them, if you're in this for good, you're not really going to go anywhere unless you absolutely feel like you need to, right? So they feel like this permanence with you. They feel this stability with you. They feel like they basically are living a life of luxury with you, or they could, because if they earn your trust, if they earn your loyalty, your devotion, you're not going anywhere. You're planted. You're stuck there. You're devoted to it. So whether or not you're with this person at this point in time or not, I would say that this is something they think about. This is something they definitely desire if you haven't gotten there with each other yet. if you're with this person, I suppose you could take this as great confirmation that they believe that you're loyal. They believe that you're devoted. They really do believe in you, and they feel extremely lucky to have you in their life. So that is what I am getting here. I would say that was a very positive message. And maybe that's why I've felt so energized since starting your reading here today. Because, you know, when I'm reading, I'm tapping into the energy, right? And so sometimes in readings, I'm feeling anxious or I'm feeling down or tired. Like, it really all depends on the person I'm tapping into. And your person seems to feel very excited and energized when they think of you. They feel kind of like they can take on the world if that's what they need to do. So love to see it. Love to see it. All right, I'm getting out messages now from your person to you. Message cards. Okay. And try to lay this out so it looks a little bit better. There we go. And then I'm going to pull a few cards from my personal deck as well, and then I'll read everything aloud to you at once. So give me a moment here. Now's an opportunity, by the way, if you haven't hit the like button yet or subscribed, we'd love to have you join us. I would appreciate you doing that. And at any time, if you want to check out the description box, I have lots of fun stuff in there. There's fun facts about me, the reader. I also have links to my Patreon, my YouTube membership, my merch shop, and a bunch of other messages and stuff. So if you're ever like, don't know what to do while I shuffle out cards, you're always invited to check that out if you haven't already. Okay. Come on. I don't really want a lot of cards to come out from my personal deck today, so I'm going to keep trying, and if I can't get anything, then I'm gonna skip it. There we go. Okay, perfect. Hopefully that's on camera. I think it is. Okay, great. All right, so first up we have I admire you. I watch your social media. I can be myself with you. I don't know what comes next. I need security. Everything reminds me of you. Can we kiss and make up? This will shock you. You're my angel. And I'm trying to be a better person. So like I always say, especially with message cards, if something just doesn't resonate, you never have to force it to fit. Please don't. It was probably meant for someone else. There's a lot coming through here. First of all, if you have social media, they may be watching it. If you don't, they could be looking at pictures you've sent them, pictures of the two of you together, something like that. Because they admire you, they're very... like I just heard you bring a smile to my face. So maybe sometimes when they're having a bad day or they're having a difficult time, they look at pictures of you to like brighten their day or make themselves feel better or to get like their morale back up again, their motivation back up. Maybe they feel like something isn't set in stone yet between the two of you, between these two cards coming out. So if this isn't your current partner or if you haven't made things like official with this person yet, maybe that's making them feel a little bit insecure because they don't know exactly what comes next with you. So they know you're the type of person that devotes when you do. You're very committed. Maybe for some reason they feel like they haven't fully earned that commitment yet. And if that doesn't fly, let it go. You know what I mean? Or if that doesn't resonate, let it fly, basically. But for some of you out there, maybe that's the case. I do think that they really admire you. Like everything is reminding them of you. They smile when they think about you. They just really, really do admire you. And they also feel like they can be themselves. Like they don't have to hide parts of themselves from you. You inspire them to do better and to be a better person as well. So overall, I would say this is a very healing type of connection, especially for your person. Maybe for you as well, but I'm not asking questions on that. That's up to you to judge and discern. All right, let's get you out some tiles and charms next. This part gets a little loud, so if you're noise sensitive, you can turn the volume down until I lay everything out, if you like. All right, perfect. Okay, so we have RLTICF. Okay. Didn't get a lot of letters, but that's a-okay. I also leave these out, so if you see letters on top or anything on the top of this bowl, you can also take those messages. I feel like if it's meant to be, it will just naturally stand out to you. So don't, force anything. So you're welcome to pause the video if you want to see what letters or initials you can get out of there. We have the cherries. Somebody might really like cherries. Cherries are also great for sleep, if I'm correct, because they have like natural melatonin in them. So maybe somebody needs to get better sleep or could benefit from eating cherries close to bedtime or something. I don't know. That's a very specific message. We have a white cat coming out here. Someone could own a white cat or have a white cat. Or cats just in general could be important. And then we have a dragonfly coming out here. To me, dragonflies represent the mastering of illusions, seeing past illusions, seeing things clearly, as well as change, significant change, similar to butterflies. So something about communication could be changing too. Like dream communication I'm getting with the cat and the moon, because we have deep wisdom, intuition pairing with like the psychic realm and something relating to the nighttime hours. So dream communication could be really important for you and or your person. Either it already has been or it will be in the future. So, okay. Let's get out your affirmation of the day and your message from the universe before I close your reading out, you guys. Okay, now this part is meant to be just for you, so it doesn't have to relate to your person at all whatsoever. Take it as it resonates in your life. If you need a moment to pause the video to reset and recenter your energy, you're welcome to do so. Grab a glass of water, take a couple of deep healing breaths, whatever you like to do. Your first message is this feather, the woodpecker. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. Okay, and then we also have your affirmation of the day. I invite you to affirm this with me. You can do that by commenting it down below. And this one's important. I accept and love myself unconditionally. That is a really good one to affirm, okay? Inside each of us is a hurt child that needs to be loved. Stop criticizing yourself and heal the wound by loving the inner child, by loving yourself. Okay, maybe some of you have inner child wounds that are asking you to nurture and heal. But anyway, I am going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for joining. Have a blessed rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.